there and welcome back, where today we're going to be talking about the song Aogeya Toutoshi, which I believe I pronounced correctly, by Reol. Is it Reol or Reol? I believe I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I've just realised this is the first time I've ever had to say her name outside of like the Discord forum. So I think it's Reol. I'm going to pronounce it Reol though. Who knows? Anyway, I've been wanting to do a review about this artist for a very long time, because the last time really we talked about her was about 3 or 4 years ago on this channel, when we were doing something in response to a live video of hers that was recommended during, at the time we did like a live week of reviews. And you know, it was just amazing how much personality she had. She just came across as being someone who was just able to fill up the stage with just craziness, the bright colours and the attitude. It was wonderful. So hearing one and doing a first review of one of her actual studio recordings and music videos, that is really exciting, and I'm glad to see this song seems to be doing very well. But we're going to break down what I think and why, so let's get ready to unpack this. First, starting with the song structure. First of all, this song does a lot of very interesting things from rather simple ingredients. Now, the song itself has a nice sort of dancey beat. Most of the actual, if you like, the chord pattern, the progression of the song underneath the vocals is led by like a hollow bass sound. It sounds a lot like a sort of stereotypical Euro bass sound, in that it both appears quite low, deep down, and also in the mid-range as well, which is why we often refer to it as very hollow sounding bass. And this moves along, but rather than just being sort of a boring bass line that chugs throughout, it really does change its rhythm a lot, in the verses sometimes being simpler, in the chorus having a little bit more of a bounce to it, with little skipped notes as it goes between the chords and back down, things like that. And then there's bits where it speeds up and slows down. Just the rhythm is always changing, and this is reflected a lot in the vocals. Now, what I really liked about this is we do have a set chorus, which is really nice. You know, the chorus has a very simple, extremely catchy hook, which is just built from descending vocal lines. Just the vocal line is always sort of going down, but it's moving in a sort of predictable rhythm. The chorus is just nice, simple and catchy. However, in the verses, there's so many changes. The vocal goes through little changes again in rhythm, just like the bass. We get bits where it's more spoken like a rap, and then it goes a bit more melodic. I really liked how that second verse actually began, because that's one bit where we get a slightly different sound coming. The koto goes in, you get like a Japanese koto, the big stringed instrument, in case you didn't know. We get one of those comes in, just gives a couple of notes, which just accents a slightly more mysterious feel, if you like, to the beginning of the second verse. However, most of what actually makes up the rest of the backing sound, and isn't immediately obvious, is backing vocals. Lots of held like sort of notes, and just vocal sounds are in the background, often given a lot of reverb, so they're not too distinct, they're not interfering with the lead vocal, but there is a lot of vocal sound making up to the production of this, and it makes the song both sound weirdly quite spacious, but also at the same time gives it a sense of being very full of personality. Often the trick that's played in production is if you add a lot of sort of vocal sounds in the background, it makes it sound like there's more people in the room. It makes the song sound fuller, but also by reducing the number of traditional instruments, it also makes the sound of the song sound less busy. So this is what makes this, sonically makes this song work, is that it sounds like you're in a full room with lots of voices, a lot of those sorts of sounds, but with a very sparse instrumental arrangement, which makes it sound quite easy to follow the underlying instrumentation, where it doesn't sound too busy, even though there is actually a lot going on. And I really liked that. I liked that feel. And combined with having a really catchy chorus, this whole song has an interesting tone, a really fairly unique tone, which is especially impressive, as I say, considering it's mostly drawing from techniques that we've seen before. Sounds like a sort of a very Euro synth style bass line and a very sort of normal club beat, and vocals, which I'm sure we've all heard before as well. This clear leaning towards a slightly more human sound really helped as well with the fact that we get a video which just played on Reol's strengths. It was just absolutely awash with personality. Again, taking a very simple setting and allowing her to really put her stamp on it. Here we're looking at settings that if you've ever lived in Japan, or even if you've visited Japan outside of the major cities, you're going to recognize these places. We've got like little restaurants, we've got small little countryside homes, we've got a like a bathhouse, like an onsen. We've got these sorts of locations, and basically she's just moving between them with a little bit of a personality, a little bit of a hop and a skip and a dance to her performance, at one point kind of leading like a Matsuri march through the streets, and then just having her little dance moments with people who look very local. It was weird because there was nothing overly, as I say, nothing overly complicated. Again, like the music. And a best music video, I'll always know how to interpret the music well. It wasn't so much about a complicated setting as the human performance side. In the same way that her vocals, the surprising amount of layers of her vocals, really give the personality to this song with their variations, their changes and their quirks. And also the sort of burst of energy she has in the chorus. Same thing applies here. Her sort of smiles mixed with the cheeky faces and all of the different, just moments of personality that she injects into the scenes really are what makes it come alive. And all the people around her just playing along and making it extra fun. It works well. I just found, as a general, both the song and the video to be awash with personality. So in conclusion, I'm not going to argue that this song is going to give you something you've never heard before or never seen before in the case of the video, but I would say that it does everything really well. It does justice to the simple elements, but also at the same time puts its very charismatic lead singer front and center and allows her to really eat up the scenery in the video and give an engaging and catchy performance in the song. It is a song that will get stuck in your head. It is a song that doesn't waste its time in the verses just repeating some sort of simple catchy mantra to get you back round to the money shot of the chorus. No, it does have interesting changes throughout the verses. As simple as they may be, they don't get stuck in a rut. You're kept on a journey around to each chorus. It is just a song that knows how to be, a song and a video that knows how to be a complete entertaining package, an example of minimalism that is not patronizing, an example of a song that is simple but is not lazy, an example of a song that is great at being pop but is not lacking in musicality. I really like this. On first listen, I liked it a bit. And I must admit, the more I listen to it, the more I just engage with all the personality, the clever ideas it has, and the sheer catchiness of it. I really enjoy this song. I hope you guys too. But whatever your opinions are, as always, get in the comments, tell me, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.